Hey guys, I wanted to share with you what I do whenever I start spa treatments. So whenever I go to festivals or bridal shows or anything that people enter to win, they win a spa treatment. And so whenever it's for them and 5 friends, when I get to their house, I kind of explain how it all works, and sometimes I will before if they ask about it. But the first thing they do is use our cleanser. So I tell them, you're just going to wash your face with this. This is going to take off dirt, grime, makeup, and it's all natural. So that's my favorite part about it. I do wash my entire body with it, and then I shave with it too. But today you're just going to wash your face with it, and then you're going to put on an exfoliating peel. And I'll open it up and kind of show them it has micro beads in it, and it's going to kind of feel like sandpaper, but you take just the dropper and put a little bit on it, rub it in a little bit, and then you're going to rub it on your face. Then you'll let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how sensitive your skin is. The more you rub, the more redness that you will get. So I try to tell people not to scrub too much just because it's the first time they've ever used it, and to just, put it on there gently, and then they're going to rinse it off. It's not like the other peels where you actually have to peel it off of your face. You actually just gently rinse it off with cool water. So for the first person, I take a look at the clock and I make sure that it's not on too long. And then if I'm, working with other people and I see that their face is starting to get red, then I'll have them jump in and rinse off in between. But because people do get redness sometimes from the exfoliating peel, then I always add our toner with that, because the toner is going to balance their pH levels back out in their face. So they just do a couple sprays. It's not like an alcohol base where you put it on a napkin and you wipe it around. You're just going to mist it and you're going to leave it on. So it's really, really easy. I have them close their eyes and tuck their lips and then do 4 sprays and then let that just sit. Then I'll continue the party and talk about the wrap. I go through with the party pad. Corporate gives us these for a reason, because it's easy for us to follow along with. So if you're not using party pads at one-on-ones or at parties, then you should, because it's going to make it so that you don't forget anything. If you want to, you can see how it has this little note section. You can flip it around like this, and then now all of my notes can be on this side. So when I'm talking to people like this, and then I'm looking at this with my pinpoints that I want to talk about. I'm still figuring it out, so I like to look at YouTube and watch different people's parties, and each time I change something because I figure out what works a little bit better. So the best thing you can do is just continue to practice. I know some people are like, well, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. The more you practice, the better you're going to get at it, and then it's going to be whatever flows well for you, because everybody is different. But I know that some of the top leaders will share their parties either on Periscope or YouTube and Zoom, all of that. So if you follow them, then you can piece together what you think works well. And even with trainings, Cammie will, she'll pull out her party pad and they'll do parties and presentations and stuff, so people can start to pick little things out that they like about her party pad presentation. So once I get everybody with the facials on, then I go into the party. I talk about the wrap. I have a dry one, and I show them exactly where they can put it and what they can, and how it works. And then I walk through the party pad with them. And then after that, I talk about the loyal customer program. While I'm doing that, I'm also diffusing, usually chill, just to have that going in their house and they can smell it. So that's going in the background too. But then I talk about the loyal customer program, and the way that I word it so that it's not too much for people is I just say there's 3 different ways to purchase the products. The first way is retail customer. That's just a one-time purchase, a one-time stop shop. And then the next way is to become a loyal customer. And loyal customers actually get the same pricing that we do as distributors. And all you have to do to become a loyal customer is purchase 1 product a month for 3 months in a row, and your membership fee is waived. So you'll get that loyal customer price right away, which is up to 40% off of the products. And so say this month you wanted to get like a big pack like the system, since that's my #1 selling pack right now. You start with a system, and then next month you can get just ThermoFit or just greens or whatever works for you. You don't have to get the same thing every month, just one thing for 3 months in a row. And you can change that up, and you'll have a name and a password, and you get to change that up yourself. And then I'll go give each person a catalog, and in their catalog has a distributor form and a loyal customer form in there for them. And I'll walk through a couple of products through each section. So I'll talk about the wrap, the defining gel and the fab wrap, and then I'll talk about the system, and I'll let them sample the greens, and then talk about the greens a little bit. Then I pick out 1 or 2 skincare products, and then 1 or 2 products from our lifestyle, and then I'll talk about the oils. And the reason that I like them is because they're blends rather than individual oils. So I tried getting into oils originally, and it was really overwhelming to me because I didn't want to like mix drops here and put things together and then make my own little blends. I like that this is already together for us, and we just literally drop it in, and then it's going to be to relax or to give you energy or whatever it is that each of them do. So that's kind of how I do the party. And then whenever I get to the the part where I join the party, I personally don't like to talk about like my story too much. I just say how I got started and how I wanted $100 a month and how it turned into something bigger than I ever than I thought it was going to. And then I talk about $100 a month or $300 or $500 a month and what that could do for that person. So that could be gas money or diapers or groceries, electricity bill, whatever that $300 to $500 a month could do for you. What would you use $300 to $500 a month? Because I don't like to not really scare people away, but whenever I was thinking about, or whenever I joined, I didn't think I'd ever make it to double diamond. I wasn't trying to make it to double diamond. So I don't like to talk about it because I don't want it to be too much for them. So I always talk a little bit, or if somebody does say like, well, what rank are you? Then I'll tell them. But besides that, I literally just talk about Ruby and that, you know, Genesis and Andy are ambassadors and they got there in 5 years. And that's pretty much what I do for the annual incomes. You can switch it up however you want, but that's how I personally do it. Then the last one is it's your choice. So everybody has choices. I put the loyal customer form in there. I put the distributor form in there. I'm not sure which option's best for you, but if you just want to try the products, then the loyal customer portion would be good for you. If you wanted to try the products and make an extra income, then I think the distributor one would be best for you. And then I just close it and let them kind of go from there and figure out what they want to fill out. Like I said, some people give them clipboards. Everybody's a little bit different, but that's how I personally do mine. And whenever I do Wrap Wednesdays, I do them the same way. And if you guys come, then you'll see. But that's exactly how I run them. I had one person ask, how do you work while having the kids? So for me, every day is different. Never is a day the same. Of course, everybody can handle it differently, but I prefer to not work with them because I want to spend time with them as much as possible. And if I sit down with a computer, then they're going to act crazy. So I personally don't try and do anything until they go to bed. So I really work for the most part from like 8 p.m. till midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever time. Unless my parents or somebody else has the kids, then I'll work at that time too. So that's just me personally, but I've done it before where I would do power hours or power segments and I would have a timer and the kids knew that they were all set doing their games or their homework or whatever it was that I set them up with. And I said, I'm going to turn this on for 20 minutes. You have to let mommy work for 20 minutes. And I would give them a reason to. So for me, I would say, you know, mommy's trying to go double diamond. So if you leave me alone for this 20 minutes and mommy goes double diamond, then we'll get to go to the princess castle. And so then they would leave me alone because they knew that letting me work for this little bit of time, they would get some end result treat for them. So that's how I personally do it. But like I said, I like to be with them. That was the reason that I did this, was to stay home and be with them and give them my attention. So I try and do that while I'm awake and they're awake, give them the attention that they need. But of course, if I need to schedule time, then I try and go somewhere else and have Chad be with the kids or have my mom be with them or my dad. And I think that was it. Oh, BOGO. So for the BOGO, I would message anybody who is currently a loyal customer and let them know. Corporate should have sent them an email, but they may or may not check their email. So I would send them a message and just say, hey, I'm not sure if you saw, but I wanted to let you know of this amazing deal that's going on right now. Wraps are actually buy one, get one free for boxes. So you'll get you'll get 2 boxes, so 8 wraps total for $59. Let me know if you need help ordering those through your account. And that's how I usually just send them. And then if they're interested, then they'll message you back. If it's somebody that was interested before and then they kind of never gave me their information or never signed up, then I send them a message just saying, hey, I know you were interested in wraps before. I just wanted to let you know that there's a deal right now. If you purchase a box and you'll actually get a box for free, it's only through today. Let me know if you want me to get you started, because I'm putting a couple orders in right now as well. And then a couple people had actually signed up today because of that message. So that's how I do it. It's literally telling people about it. People aren't going to go to you about it, so you have to message them. So you should be messaging hundreds of people. And so I think they had said, I don't know, 1 in 10 will sign up. So if you message 100 people, then you could possibly get 10 new customers. So it's all a numbers game. And I mean, you have to go off of what works for you. Everybody's different. So let me know if you guys have any questions about anything, and have a good night.